कोविड-19 पैंडेमिक के दौरान पूरा साल अमरीकी सरजमीन पर दुखी इंसानियत की खिदमत के जज्बे से काम करने वाली पाकिस्तानी अमेरिकन ख़वातीन की बेमिसाल गैर सरकारी अंजुमन पाकिस्तानी स्किल्ड वुमेन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन पासवो की जानिब से ब्रुकलिन के इलाके लिटिल पाकिस्तान में 62वीं हलाल फूड पेंट्री का सिलसिला जारी रहा। माह रमज़ान करीम की बाबरकत सातों को मद्देनजर रखते हुए पासवो ने इस अहम फूड पेंट्री में शरीक अफराद में रोज़ादारों के लिए खुसूसी फूड पैकेजेस तकसीम किए। फूड पेंट्री में जहां सैकड़ों अफराद में मुफ्त राशन तकसीम किया गया, वहां अमरीकी रियासत न्यूयॉर्क के स्टेट सेनेटर मिस्टर केविन एस पार्कर ने खुसूसी तौर पर शिरकत की और पासो की जानिब से पाकिस्तानी कम्युनिटी के लिए की जाने वाली ग्रां कदर खिदमात को सराहा। आइए देखते हैं एक एक्सक्लूसिव रिपोर्ट।
Afternoon everyone, thank you so much Kevin Parker, candidate for City Controller on PASWO platform. I want to let you know this is our 62 food week of pantry. Throughout the pandemic, from last year we are doing every Wednesday and serving, you see like the hundreds of people in a line, and every day halal food boxes also from Monday to Friday. And besides the all services you will see here on the board, like the tax filing, immigration issues, domestic violence, ESL classes and computer classes and Islamic education and different skills like these are promoting for women. And we are doing what we are doing our own behalf, and we are looking forward to you as a city controller, inshallah. We will have the organization also and support the Pakistani women.
So, good afternoon. I'm State Senator Kevin Parker. Let me say salam alaikum to everyone who's here, and let me say Ramadan Kareem, and may everybody have a joyous and happy and really spirit-filled Ramadan season. Look, we have a saying. They say that the hand that rocks the cradle rules the nation, right? And what it speaks to is that women and mothers are really the backbones of all of our communities. And so to the degree that you want to help a community, helping the women is the best way. And so I really applaud you for the important work that you're doing. During the pandemic, we have seen people be threatened with both their lives and their livelihoods. Many people have lost their jobs and cannot afford food. Many people were already, on the brink of food insecurity at that moment. We need to do more as a city to do that. But I'm happy to see that organizations have stood up to stand in that gap and to make sure that communities are literally fed, and particularly in a Pakistani community where you need halal food. And getting that food sometimes is difficult, and sometimes, oftentimes, for families, it's hard for them to make ends meet. And so, again, thank you for your work, and thank you for your partnership, and let's all continue to work together, not just through the Ramadan season, but all year round, to make sure we're taking care of our neighbors.
Mr. Senator, can you shed some light on the President Biden's infrastructure and jobs plan, which is, I believe, for $2 trillion, and how you will have the share of New York State or Brooklyn? Yeah.
Let me say this: that we as New Yorkers and those of us who have voted in the elections have done a great job by putting in place the Biden and Harris team. And let me give a lot of credit to Chuck Schumer, to Congresswoman Yvette Clarke, to Congressman Hakeem Jeffries for bringing so much aid with the CARES Act to New York City and to New York State generally. Now that we're looking at the Biden infrastructure plan, it really will go a long way, not just to provide a handout, but more importantly, a hand up. That's what really people want, and it's going to be an opportunity to create literally millions of jobs across the country. We hope, thousands of jobs here in the city of New York. As city controller, I'm really focused on how do we have an equitable recovery, right? We will have an economic recovery. That's not the question. The question is whether it will be equitable. The question is whether women will be involved. The question is whether Asians and Muslims and blacks and Latinos will be involved. And I'm saying, as your city controller, I will make sure that we have an equitable recovery. And I will continue to make sure that we're working with communities like this, with community organizations like this, to make sure that everybody has what they need, and we're providing the kind of not just jobs, with full-time jobs at a living wage with benefits that people need in order to take care of their families.
Salam and happy Ramadan. I mean, it's a beautiful event at PASWO. Thank you so much, Atiya. But this event is the 62nd event every week for the last year. Pakistani organization have been here on a weekly basis feeding out to poor people. So today is a very special holiday for the Muslim community, but for all our communities, because we're the most diverse community in the city of New York, probably in the country. And I'm so glad to be here with an incredible senator, Senator Kevin Parker, who's been a senator here for a long time, and who understands our community, fights for our community, and unites our community. Because that's what it's important. That's what Ramadan is important. That's why Passover, Easter, all the holidays are important. But we will continue in this community to work together as one people.